I've got my mic muted. Welcome back, folks, to another episode of the Weekly Dweeb. With me, as always, is Kev. Kev, how are we on this fine Monday?
Happy day, everyone. Happy Monday. Hope you all are doing so well. James, I have no idea what happened to the weekend. Apparently, there was a weekend, but
there was.
No. We're
Colts
right back
won.
on the treadmill.
Colts
That's
won.
right. That's probably why I blacked it all out.
Yeah, Colts won with AR at the helm, but that's a different show, neither here nor there. Headbug, what is up? Apologies that your eggs are hard-boiled. They're still good. They're still fine. Not as good, but, part of it.
Could be deviled.
Yeah, can't trust a deviled egg. Can't trust the devil either. Mephisto, can't trust that guy. I still need to get caught up on Agatha. I'm behind on that.
Ooh, yep.
Kev, have you started watching Arcane? I know it was on your list of shows to get to. I know you're a busy man.
I have not started Arcane yet, and I still need to watch the first episode of Dune Prophecy. So that
somehow
will
we just missed that coming out.
Yeah, that will be a big task for the week. I did, however, today finish Uzumaki. And
okay. Quick thoughts. All I ask is, does the animation get terrible?
Oh, I think it gets worse every episode.
Damn.
By the end of it, and it really doesn't go super well. And I'm going to collect my thoughts and probably do a video about just
quick
that.
Brief. I'm asking just about the animation. So,
but one thing I'll add to that is just that this wasn't the kind of story that could survive the animation not being great. Within each episode, as things go on, a lot of it just didn't make any sense, despite the overtly heavy-handed exposition in the dialogue, which some of that I usually give a pass on foreign stuff because you're translating it to English, so sometimes it's a little clunky, and the way things are worded is not how we would word them.
Correct.
But they don't know that, so I kind of just give them a pass on stuff like that. But with this one, it really, really needed the animation to stick out if it was going to have that lasting impression, because there's not much of a story. And so when you don't have the visual awe to carry you, it really just felt like I feel bad again, because this creator can almost never have good adaptions. He's like a manga Stephen King, it's like really, really good at what he does, but somehow, some way just cannot be translated into a motion picture for one reason or another. And this was another massive letdown, in my opinion. But we'll have a lot more fun talking in more detail soon about that.
Yeah, we will have a Kev's gonna have a show, or God, I'm losing my mind. He'll have a show, pre-recorded video about it. There we go. I'm just breaking. I still need to watch it. I may just watch the first episode and act like the rest of the stuff never exists.
That might be good.
Just like Game of Thrones. Watch the first couple seasons and just back out. Wow, it's crazy they never finished the show. Harl says Dune just came out today, so we're in good shape there. We both completely forgot it was coming out.
So it was coming out.
Just didn't know when. It just
sometime.
Yeah, wow. Like, oh God. Weekly release. So I'm gonna try to keep up with that. Watch that this week. Anything else we got on deck? I've got Arcane season 2, act 2 coming out this week. I've not picked the day I'm gonna do that. Probably Thursday is my guess.
We've got Arcane, and then we've got to put the lid on the Penguin. We've had so much going on, talked about a lot of different things that because Oz and Agatha kind of stopped being a limited run, because we've already put the lid on the Agatha series.
Yep.
I need to go back and talk about Oz. But what I think I'd like to do there for those last 3 episodes is focus on them one at a time, and then maybe go for a live stream to discuss the series as a whole. So if anybody's interested in being on a Penguin panel where we would talk live about the Penguin, you guys just let me know.
It's not the type of Penguin panel I want to be in. Like if I want to go to a zoo, I'd like a panel of penguins. Give them all to me. Like let me play with them all. But
that's
I have not watched a single episode of the Penguin. So Headbug says hell yes. Hopefully my Penguin idea. we're Kev and James go to the zoo. Shout out to the new subscribers over the weekend. We picked up 3 more. We are at 151. We did it, folks. 150 milestone has happened. I guess the next milestone's is it 175? Is that the next one?
500. No, I don't know. Yeah.
We're working. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
Yeah, I will. We will celebrate every single one, and
every breath you take,
and lament what we did wrong whenever we lose one. We'll just think.
My favorite is the team chat. You guys can't see where I always send new subscriber alert with an emoji. It's real sad when we go down, and I noticed it.
Yeah, we don't have a lost subscriber alert though. Which is probably good.
Just all the sad. Speaking of a company that is losing subscribers and faith left and right, it is Microsoft, and specifically their Xbox brand, Kev.
Ooh.
They have unveiled their "This is an Xbox" campaign. Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
I have not, but luckily for me, I already know what an Xbox is, so I don't think I'm needed.
I'm going to bring this up. We're going to see if you know. Okay. They have heavily criticized for this one. Obviously, Microsoft going away from just the Xbox into pretty much cloud gaming as a whole. Here we go.
That worked so well last time.
Yep. I'm hiding what is an Xbox. You won't know. So here you go. So this is what is an Xbox and is not an Xbox. You know, you got your Xbox 3 or the Xbox Series X in top left. You have a computer. That's an Xbox. Some handheld. That's a cat box though. Okay, that cat is not an Xbox. TV. It's an Xbox that goes on a wall. Okay. Phone. Xbox that makes calls. That's a bento box. That Fire Sticks is an Xbox on the inside. The Oculus, also an Xbox, and then the bottom right is still an Xbox. Okay. They've taken some heavy criticism for this one because of their movement away from traditional consoles and pushing more multi-platform and everything.
Yeah.
It is something. I think there's a video on one of these too.
Don Draper is rolling in his fictional grave right now looking at this.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy.
Hedberg says, to answer your question in the title, an Xbox is what you send your ex home into their parents and when you're done with them.
Oh,
well, I don't know. Maybe. Let's see if I think I've got a commercial.
Nice.
There is a.
Could you hear the drum?
Yep, there is. Okay, I'm gonna pull this. I gotta stop sharing and then share a different tab because sound never traverses. What is up, Anthony? Appreciate you popping in. He's seen 5 minutes Penguin, which is 5 minutes more than me.
Hey, come on, Anthony! It's the best show on television.
High Republic's Beware the Nameless. Churro the Hutt, new fave character. Interesting. What is up, Johnny?
Ooh, man! Now I want a churro.
The Wu-Tang Clan. Ooh, a churro, huh? Okay, let me get this shared here. We'll watch this here. Xbox. What is an Xbox commercial?
What's an Xbox? I sure don't know.
This is an Xbox here. Let's see here.
Do people really not know of all the different functions?
Don't know. Here we go. This is an Xbox, though.
Oh, great. Thanks, Xbox. There goes all the monetization.
Yep. Yeah, we just lost all the monetization. Good thing we can't we're not there yet.
was that?
Talk about
What? I just
tone deaf, huh?
Churros.
This
I don't
is an
understand
Xbox.
what. I guess I don't understand that there was a need for this.
They're pushing cloud gaming is what it is, right?
I guess.
Gotta be
Are
it.
they just trying to get the Nintendo Switch crowd to say, "Hey guys, we can kind of do that too if you want to play your games on your laptop with an old Stadia controller or something. I don't know. You can do
When's
that."
the last time you pulled your phone out to play a cloud game on your phone with a controller? The answer is never.
I don't.
Never.
Occasionally will play a game of Risk on my phone. Usually I'm at an airport or on the stationary bike, but I don't like to game on my phone whatsoever. So I'm not the demographic for this one. But no, I am just a console gamer, which I imagine most Xbox players would be console gamers. And so it's almost like you're advertising to a bunch of people who wouldn't give a shit anyway because they would just play it on their computer.
Even
like you're
my
either a console gamer or
Switch.
you're a PC gamer. What is who
Yeah.
is this for?
I don't know. Even my Switch, like I very rarely play my Switch on the go. I play it hooked up to my TV. But it's so we got an immersive takeover here, is what they say. It's important to understand what not an Xbox is. I know what the fucking Xbox is. I can tell you that.
And like the fact that they have a Roku stick on there, so they're talking about like so you can watch. Yes, you can watch TV through an Xbox, but that's not why you would buy one either. So like, why is that part of the? Oh, cool. Your Fire Stick is also an Xbox. The fuck it is.
Oh, it's fucking not.
How am I going to play with the Roku remote on that? What is that?
Yeah, right.
Dumb.
To bring this to life, we've had some fun and labeled "This is not an Xbox" on non-Xboxes in unexpected places. This screams somebody got paid a lot of money for a marketing campaign and thought and did not know what they were doing, or their audience, or the problems Microsoft is having right now.
This is Jerry's Apple campaign. If there are any old Rick and Morty fans, this is the simulation episode. Hungry? God, whatever the stupid apples thing is, like this is that level of yeah, sometimes in marketing I feel like you try a little too hard. You can think yourself into a bad situation. That's why you just got to have a whiskey about it and put on some AMC classics and let Don Draper and Pete Campbell tell you how to advertise. Not this. Whatever this is, do the opposite of that.
This is yeah, man.
Hungry for apples. That's what it was.
Hungry for apples. Microsoft and Xbox specifically used to be the plucky upstart, right? The original Xbox wasn't supposed to make it. They used to be for the people, right? What's that famous Batman line?
Swear to me.
That's a great one. There's a lot of famous ones. It's from The Dark Knight variant. You live long enough to see yourself become the villain. You either die the hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. The Xbox brand and Microsoft in general have become the villain. Period.
Ooh. Sony might have something to say about that. You want to know I got
Sony's doing a lot of dumb shit. But they are not doing Microsoft has lost touch with who they were in their fan base.
So you're like Obi-Wan on Mustafar. Like you were supposed to be the good console, not joining this stupidity. You were supposed to be the sane option for the rational consumer.
Save them all. Bring balance to the console wars.
Who the fuck is gonna play Halo on their phone?
Shigeru Miyamoto walks by with fucking Link and Mario. Which happy birthday to him. He turned 72 over the weekend.
I don't think cloud gaming will work, and I have a Stadia box in my closet over there that I usually use as Exhibit A. It used to be a part of the background at the old studio, but it did not last very long. Of course, we're gonna be the guys who would say this because we preach physical media damn near every week at this point. So of course, I'm gonna think cloud gaming is stupid. But I also at one point owned a system which no longer exists, nor do any of the games that I owned on that. So now I just have this cool little remote control for my Google Home, which luckily Stadia was attached to a Google Home, so at least I can use that to cast to a device. It's like, so I got a Roku stick out of the ordeal.
Yeah.
But the system itself is gone. Cannot use it. Can't play any of the games that used to be on it. So that's why, right there, end of sentence. Right? Do I need to shoot down cloud gaming anymore? Do I need to say anything else?
My internet can barely hold this stream afloat.
Also, yes.
It crashes all the time. You think I could be able to fucking cloud game? My internet's gonna be able to cloud game something over here? That's like cloud gaming is not the future. Until the world has Google Fiber times 1 billion, whatever the billionth best version of it is, it's not a thing. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna work. Like, and that's you're gonna push it. Like, it's not gonna work. I have my phone's not in here.
I think you can fit.
I've never wanted to play an Xbox game on my fucking. Maybe they should focus on making a good Halo game again. How about that? How about you stop destroying your fucking flagship franchise? Let's start there. Maybe all these marketing dollars can be used to fire your marketing people and then given to your fucking development studios.
It's also now would be a great time to just figure out 1 or 2 things to do with your console, or maybe even just drop the price a little more. Like now would be a great time to corner the console market as best as you can with Sony.
As Sony releases a
chart,
infinitely expensive PS5 Pro that I guess is having some troubles right now.
Yeah, so it's just kind of like, what? I don't understand this pivot. It almost seems like you should have just said, "Oh, hey guys,
double down." Hey, by the way,
come over here. It's
this Xbox. Here's the price cut. Here's what it would cost.
Yeah, you want to be able to actually afford the television that you'll need to play this system? Boom, come to us.
Easy, so easy.
But no, they want to say, "Oh, hey, if you buy a laptop, a phone, a desktop, and you have a Roku stick, well, guess what? You can go from room to room in your house and play your Xbox in a bunch of different rooms." Like that has no purpose to me. And I can't imagine. Let's take it a bit further. You're outside, you're on the bus, you're waiting to go somewhere, or you are somewhere, you're out at a mall. You think a shared network you're gonna be able to play any of these games at the fucking mall or at some place where the password is guessed? Like, what is the point? I don't get it, man.
This is great. Dre's watching this while playing on his Xbox.
Let's go. Wait, it's for real though?
Yes. On his Xbox.
But which one? Is it the phone Xbox? Is it
or is it a bento box?
Xbox? What if you named your cat X and then that litter box is also an Xbox? I'm just saying.
I've always been a Nintendo guy. That's how I got into video games, okay? Then I adopted Microsoft, and that usually became my main console. And then because Nintendo does weird shit. So there's always just like, I got to have that one on the side as well. There's like that Switch. It's like the next console wars come around. If I can afford it, it's going to be like, well, I'm not buying a cloud Xbox console, so I'm going to buy the PS6, knowing that Microsoft's just going to put everything on it anyway.
And you'll have to name your next child Sony.
Yes.
That's going to be the price for the PS7.
Hopefully it's not the first name, but if that's
middle name,
got
got naming rights to your firstborn. Yeah, I had an Xbox for a while. Then I found out I was going to be written out of the will if I didn't fall in line with the rest of my Sony family.
Doesn't know, Kev's mom worked at Sony.
Yeah, that's why I don't have any hair.
Yeah, correct.
Sins of the parents. That's how that goes.
Exactly whatever you want to say. What is up, Stu? I saw him pop in here a little bit ago. He's about 15 minutes in today. We stream weekly, so please like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. to catch whenever we are live or when we put our pre-recorded stuff up. Mama Nevik with the win.
That's right.
In other tech news of shit going exactly how you'd expect, Kev, Coca-Cola's annual Christmas commercial was recreated with AI this year. Couldn't have seen this one coming, could we?
It's so disgusting, man, when the companies
See
that
this
have
coming.
the resources. It's crazy.
Let's get this back.
It's one thing to be a dude or a dudette just running your own podcast at home.
Yeah.
And you can't afford artists to help you bring your vision to life. So you lean on the AI a little bit. These fuckers have the money and then some. Disgusting.
Coca-Cola is one of the biggest
wasn't even
corporations
good.
in the world.
The trucks are real.
All right, no way.
What?
I think it's a full AI recreation, isn't it? Oh yeah, it definitely is. It definitely fucking things are definitely not real.
Jesus, dude, man, I am very disappointed. Are those even real human beings? Or those AI people too? Oh, how many fingers do you have?
Oh yeah, it's the classic case of how many fingers did they get? I mean, that is an AI. That is a digital truck for sure.
Oh, Headbug said, yeah, they have
yeah.
They didn't need to do this. Yeah, because you
Correct.
can tell. Even
Yes,
look at the way
yes.
Coca-Cola is on the car there, and when you saw it on the billboard earlier, like it looks like a bad paste job. That wouldn't make one of our thumbnails.
4 fingers. They did.
Right? Yeah, he's got the right amount of fingers this time. Even the Coke bottle looks photoshopped.
Coke bottle looks bad.
Like what? You guys
really
had
bad.
an AI rendering of your own product? Holy shit, dude.
I mean, the lighting on the back of the truck's wrong. You can so it's missing.
Pepsi
Or I'm putting the mouse here. Look, there, it's missing the bars right there. See that? Where I'm moving the mouse.
Nice. Just a big dead spot right there. That's good.
Dead spot there.
Created by Real Magic AI. It even said it on there. Wow. Well,
did it really?
Yeah. Go back to the truck, to that dead spot on the truck, and bottom left. See it? Created by Real Magic AI.
Oh, it really?
At least they weren't trying
to
hide it.
It does say it down there where it's down here. Motherfucker. This is exactly why I hate them. It's why I'm anti-AI, and this was the number one reason. Was because they were going to start doing this kind of shit.
You know how they probably did this? By taking the work of the previous artists whom they paid and feeding that into this generative AI. So they basically just stole the work from the people that they paid for previously and said, okay, hey, now we'll just we'll use that and we'll have another one generated. Just dog shit. Luckily, I watched this be owned by Coca-Cola. I have no idea, but I don't even drink soda anymore. These are seltzer waters. All right. So if you ever needed a reason to stop drinking Coca-Cola, here it is today. Fuck them. Just drink water instead.
I'm just going to publicly announce that I've always been a Pepsi person. I think Pepsi's better. I'm a Pepsi Mountain Dew guy, so I'm in. I'll never want to touch this shit. Like, this is, I can't, like, and it's only a 15-second commercial. Like,
yeah, right. It's not like it's like it would have cost a lot of money. But you know what? I honestly can't understand. Why didn't they just use an old one? They have so many better ones.
I can pull the hand
over the years.
The old ones are awesome.
You've already paid for it. Just use an old one.
Yeah.
Every week we sit here and talk about misguided creative IPs that are trying to milk our nostalgia gland at every turn. And here you actually have some in a vault somewhere that you could just dole out to us and we would thank you for it. We would thank you for your laziness. Yeah. And instead you say, nah, fuck that. We'll be even lazier. We'll just generate a new one instead of finding these old files somewhere to re-upload. Unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't have fucked this up harder if you tried, Coca-Cola. Is this a money laundering thing? Should I? I'm joking, of course.
Joke. That's a joke, guys.
Is this a purposely bad ad spend so they can account for some funds somewhere?
I don't know, man. This is exactly what we said would happen. It's fucking embarrassing. And they probably don't give a fuck because they're just corporate fucking America. True.
Real magic. I'll tell you what, if you want to call it real magic, put the cocaine back in it, you cowards.
Yeah,
then maybe I'd enjoy this ad.
Real fucking magic, my fucking ass. There it is.
Harl's wavelength right there.
Yep. On to other AI news. This one is more fun.
Ooh.
Hell yeah, Cokie Christmas. That's right, hard head bug. Got the first look at the thinking machines in Dune Prophecy.
Ooh. Are they breakdancing?
Bad. The robots and the AI that enslaved humanity, leading to the rebellion, where in the current movies and the books, tech is not allowed.
So, it's
look at them.
Glimpse into our future.
Mm-hmm.
I'm worried about this, if I'm being honest. First of all,
worried.
Why'd they get a still where old boy looks like he's breakdancing in the center? You couldn't have picked a better still shot. I don't know about this. I'm very excited about, we talked about this probably in the preview review. We've talked about this before. I was hoping we might see this, but now that I'm seeing it, I'm beginning to question that.
Looks like a spider. A weird spider.
Yeah, I'm going to let them see, or I'm going to see what they're doing. But if those are the thinking machines, those 6 dudes walk it up to us, I don't know, man. I don't know. Not the still I would have used, but again, it's probably not them. Who knows where Culture Crave stole this from?
EW, to be exact, and I couldn't find the EW, so I pulled Cultures. I hate.
Yeah, they can't ever just use the fucking retweet function. They always gotta.
Nah, it's one of the worst
via
things.
at EW, brother. Just quote tweet it.
Yeah,
you're not doing any work anyway. You're copying and pasting someone else's stuff. I hate accounts like these.
That's why I try to avoid it at all costs. I just couldn't find it outside of here.
I I like that they pump out this news so then I can go find it at the actual source. But Jesus Christ, man, get
if you click, I click the source and I don't know where it's at. It's completely lazy. You're absolutely right. I don't know if I like it or not. I got to see it in action.
Looks like he's about ready to break dance. It's like Raygun is out there in the thinking machine. Like I just picture that.
Well, Raygun retired.
Like follow me down the AI brick road.
Why not just release the bottom picture?
True.
Just release the bottom one.
That would have been a lot better.
Yeah, just that. That's it.
They're doing. He's gonna beat it by.
I don't know if I have not read enough of the books. I've only read the first one, the best one. So I don't know if they're described what they look like or anything. I don't know anything about that. So I just know where they talk about.
Yeah. That's a good point. We'll look into it. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I do not need the just robot humanoid dudes. I was hoping it might be something a little different. But we'll see. I still got my hopes up for Dune Prophecy. Fingers crossed. Oh, Harl's okay. Saying most of the fan sentiment I've seen is that the Butlerian jihad should just be like whispered about and referenced, which is fair. And I'm on the outside of that one, but I get it.
I kind of agree. I think that's probably part of it. Part of the mystique of it is that they don't really discuss it much. But I mean, we can't help ourselves. Just can't help ourselves.
It is a dangerous, it's a slippery slope, like we've talked about with horror monsters before. Like you run the risk, the more you explain, the more you run the risk of ruining it for at least some of the people who enjoyed it, because you're not explaining it the way that they had envisioned. And the more you just leave that to the audience's interpretation, the more fun can be had with it, the more theorizing and stuff you can do. So it's a tough one.
This channel really, for us, began as a Star Wars channel, and one of the most popular characters in Star Wars is Yoda. If you guys didn't know this, one of the reasons Yoda is the most popular is because of the backstory that nobody fucking knows about. This doesn't exist, and that's very on purpose. Now, I expect Disney to. I mean, Disney was developing a Yoda movie. They're gonna fuck this up at some point, but nobody knows. Just nobody knows about the species, anything about him. Him, Grogu, Yaddle to a lesser extent. She's just not very in a lot of stuff. It's part of it.
Yeah, no, it'll be explained soon enough. I'm sure you're right.
Well, there'll be a planet of Yodas or some crazy shit.
I just need them to finally go back to. I need to see baby Yoda, but I don't mean Grogu. I mean Yoda when he's Grogu's age.
The actual baby version of Yoda.
Yeah, the actual baby version of Yoda.
Yeah.
Getting into trouble, eating eggs he's not supposed to eat, that kind of stuff. Give me back to that. I want Mando season 1 redone, but with the actual infant of Yoda, and then somebody who's not a Mandalorian. But you know what? Let's do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want. Go ahead.
I agree. Harles, thank you for confirming. I thought this was the case that the book the show is based off of, or loosely based off of, is his son's book. It's not Frank's book.
With the help of Kevin J. Anderson. Fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Which is good, which means his legacy is intact. We don't have to worry about it.
Is it Frank Darabont? Is that right? Is that his name?
Herbert. Frank Darabont is the one guy who can adapt Stephen King to the screen. He's the one guy who knows.
Oh yeah, I knew it was somebody. It's just
he's also the only reason The Walking Dead was any good. And then AMC screwed him over and killed off the people that he got to work at a discount because they just wanted to work with Frank Darabont so fucking bad.
Sounds about right.
So if you ever wonder why all of a sudden Walking Dead just kind of sucked, guess what? Corporate greed. Corporate greed wins again.
Yeah. Started with John Bernthal.
Harles is the great point. I don't know. I feel like Brian is his legacy. You got me there. It's like, well, my literal legacy wrote this, so I don't know. That's one of those riddles that gets you stuck in the labyrinth right there. He's like, if Tolkien's son had weirder ideas. Wouldn't that probably what you would want though, right? Like if your children or if a child of yours was to take all your ideas and say, okay, I'm going to expand this, I'd probably want them to get weird with it, Yeah, fuck it. See where this thing can go. Really explore the space.
Why not? Fuck it. That's what I say. We'll see. We'll see if how much they show the Butlerian Jihad.
Just not a lot. Just if that's a cool flashback scene, cool. Like mention it and then show me a few seconds of it, but not enough for me to figure anything out. I'll be cool. I'll take that.
Mm-hmm. Moving on to better things. Max, formerly known as HBO Max, because nobody knows what HBO is, but everybody knows what Max is. Confirmed that The Last of Us Season 2 is going to premiere spring 2025.
Oh, I can't wait to see Joel in Season 2. Man, it's going to be great. I only ever played the first game, but I can't wait to hang out with that dude for all of Season 2.
Max, the savior of the universe.
He'll save every one of us. Shadow, Danny is not dead. In fact,
there are rumors afloat.
Don't quote me on this, but there are rumblings that you may finally get all three of us bald bastards on a stream together. Potentially this month. I don't know. I don't know when this IP ends that we're all supposed to be talking about, but it's very,
And
very
my guess is
soon.
it'll end up early next month because, as everybody knows, next week's actually Thanksgiving already. It's really weird.
Jesus.
Thanksgiving's super late this year. So there is rumors afloat. We'll not confirm what it is. But if it happens, it's going to be, my guess is early next month. Could take the place of this show. Could be a Monday. We don't know. We're ironing out the contracts. $1 million deals take some time.
That's right.
Just like The Rock and Red Santa.
At least 50 million of that budget was just them sitting around waiting for Dwayne to get back from the gym. Just throwing that out there.
You get what you sign up for.
If you smell what's in the rocks, Voss water bottle. It's piss.
Yeah, so season 2 is early-ish 2025. Peacemaker 2 season 2 August. So spring. It's a little earlier than I expected. Love season 1. I love the games. And I hope there are some people that are going to get the Game of Thrones treatment with season 2 because they don't know what's coming. So I don't know how excited you are for it, Kev. I'm pumped. I love the games. Love the show.
I'm just kind of pumped, I guess. I don't know. So although I know that was just a joke before, like I know what happens in the second game. I actually have not played it beyond like the first 10, 15 minutes or so. So this is not, I recognize that this is universally loved, and I love what it has done for the reputation of video game adaptions. That, stuff like this, it used to be nothing but bad shit all the time. You couldn't point to very many good adaptions. So I appreciate the hell out of this. But as far as being an excited viewer, like I'll just catch this one when I catch it. If I'm being honest with you, I won't be watching.
For me, it'll be
it comes out
day and date. Probably be reviewing it because I fucking love the IP. I love the show.
Shadow can only take so much girl power. That's going to be a lot in this season too, right?
I'm interested to see when they do it. That's what I'm gonna. All I'll say is
because of the girl.
Yes. I did not. I think it's awesome. That and the decision, what they did to one character, without saying much. And I don't know when they're going to pull that trigger. I'm very interested because it's going to be multiple seasons to get the second game's is a lot bigger than the first game, a lot longer. So they said it's going to take at least 2 seasons to play that all out. So I was wondering if they were going to wait till the end of season 2 to do it, milk it out. But I don't think they are, from reports that it's going to happen early in the season.
I wonder if they are going to split it in half, and that'll be like the end of the first half break. They'll have him something dumb like that.
Because in the game, it happens fast. It's within the first couple hours. It's within like the first 2 hours.
I think they'll probably drag it out a little bit, but that's just my guess. Because of God, I don't want to say it. So just in case somebody comes across this that's never played it. Yeah, I do think
I think it would be fantastic if they did this. I don't think they will.
Be very bold. I would certainly appreciate.
I would respect the creative decision to do that. As a highly anticipated show, to pull that off right away would be. I would give them their kudos for doing it.
And then we'd all have to go donate to that showrunner's Patreon because they will never work in Hollywood again if they do that. Maybe. I
say fucking do it. Like, we need more shit like that. We need less predictability.
Oh yeah.
Like,
no,
pull the trigger.
The suits should be making fewer and fewer decisions, but it seems like the studio will have some things to say about having your most marketable character be around for at least a little while.
Yeah.
At least long enough for you to bullshit people on a whole series or a whole season,
Yeah. Let's get them. Let's get them signups on Max, please.
Let's at least get past that first week. You know,
if you sign up for 2 months, it'll cover the whole series.
Yes, exactly. We got to get them into that second month so they forget that they're paying us a subscription.
Headbug, you're not. I agree. They've already got a full season of him. Let's just do it.
It could be. If it hits, like if everything's good and they make that move and they pull that off, it'll be a chef's kiss kind of moment, right? It'll be one of those things that makes it stand out. Of course, fans of the game will be like, "Oh, I mean, they're just doing what was there." But
for people that have
new
not
fans who haven't seen it, yeah, exactly. It'll be, "Oh my god, I can't believe blew my mind."
You're talking Red Wedding levels of oh shit, and really the level of not Robert Baratheon, Ned Stark getting killed in episode 9 of the first season of Game of Thrones. Same type of deal. People that hadn't read the books had no idea it was coming. Same thing. If you haven't played the video games, you're gonna have no clue. And there's gonna be plenty of people that watch the show that have not played the game. So to do it, you risk pissing a lot of people off in episode 1 that are watching the show because they like season 1 or they like Pedro Pascal. Like, I'm all for it. Fucking do it. Yeah, Cersei blew up the Sept of Baelor. And then her son immediately kills himself, just jumps out a window. Just like, fuck it. My wife's gone. I'm out of here. Yeah, talk about a way to clear the board of power players, get them all in one place, and then drop a bomb on it.
I would say this was late season stuff, wasn't it? This is when they were
this is in the last 2 seasons. Yeah, when they're
showrunners are packing their bags for Disney.
Yep. Yeah, they were going to Galaxy's Edge and then got stopped in their tracks when they weren't allowed in.
These are not the D's you're looking for, Disney.
I'm here for it. I don't think they will. I think in the first 5 episodes, I think is right. But let's see how many episodes it is. Last of Us 2-episode guide.
Red Dead adaptation would be phenomenal.
Dope.
There's so much story to tell. Oh my god. I really wish I had the time to go back and play the first one. You know, I'd love to have the time.
I wish I'd beat
the
second one. Fuck, they're so big.
Right. Yeah, I'm very close to finally finishing Red Dead 2. I broke through. We've talked about this before. It's hard to say goodbye to an old friend, but I looked at my save files and I was like, I have been playing this game for 6 years. It's probably time to say goodbye and play it. So I've been taking Arthur to all his favorite places, just doing all those cool things before we send him off to Micah. But goddamn, I would love a Red Dead. I think it needs to be a series for me just because there's so much story to tell. Oh my god, beat the second one already. It changed my brother.
I love the game. I'm so deep into it. It's one of those, it's too big. It's too big.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're too big for their own good. Like for people like me, sometimes it's just too much.
You just got to put your camp to use, just
I don't know how many episodes season 2 is, but season 1 was 9.
And to answer this previous question, Headbug, yes. The Rock is known to relieve himself in water bottles while he's at the gym and apparently on set because he doesn't want to waste time. He's very cognizant of his coworkers' time, and he already is on average 5 to 6 hours late to a shoot, so he can't be bothered to take the 10 minutes to use the bathroom like a regular person. He's got to just rifle it off into a Voss bottle that then Brian Gewirtz can go throw away for him. It's wonderful. It's a great guy, The Rock. You'll be seeing him all over Netflix here pretty soon because it's sterile and he likes the take. Is that a dodgeball reference? Hell yeah. And to leave them around set. Yeah. Well, one day he outed himself with this because it was one of his own Instagram posts. He's like doing a gym flex selfie or whatever, and he gets too much of the gym, and there's this big water bottle of urine in there, and then he has to explain it. He's like, "Oh yeah, I I'm in the flow, when I'm one with the Terra and the Mana, sometimes I just gotta, I go to the bathroom a couple of times at the gym. It's like, bro, you could afford to have 4 bathrooms in your gym. I just don't
You
understand
have a
why you're
bathroom
peeing in
in the
water
gym,
bottles.
yeah.
Yeah. What are you doing here? It's a power play, I think. He's like, yeah, you want to smell what the Rock is cooking?
Yeah, you gotta check those pictures. You gotta double check.
I always clear out my pee jugs before I go to stream. Okay.
Yes, correct. I don't leave them on screen. Like usually they're right here. You can see them on my desk. Like I move them. I move them.
I live like Asmongold. I spend an hour before every show just cleaning up this room so I can destroy it when you guys leave.
Exactly. As soon as you go off screen, I just kick everything back around, knock shit off the walls, like back to normal. Every week I have to spend an hour fixing the holes in the wall behind me that I punch in there.
Yeah, we're just playing No More Mr. Nice Guy on repeat as we just
Yep.
trash our own studio.
Oh, Mr.
It's fun.
Nice Guy. Oh shit, Rock. We could sit here all day and make fun of you, but I have one last topic for us, Kev. The Game Awards. I don't know if they're the most important award, but they're the biggest one because they pump a lot of money into it. Announced their Game of the Year nominees over the weekend. Okay. One is not like the other. Others. Astrobot. Baloutro. Don't know anything about it. Black Myth Wukong. Elden Ring. Shadow of the Erdtree. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And Metaphor Rafantasio. It was noticed last week before they made their announcement, Kev, that there was a disclaimer in it. In said disclaimer, they discussed how and why they were going to allow DLCs or expansion packs to be nominated for Game of the Year. Everybody predicted what was coming and said that they were prepping themselves to put Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree in the Game of the Year discussion. Shadow of the Erdtree is the DLC expansion pack to Elden Ring that came out a few years ago, which, if you didn't know, won Game of the Year at the Game Awards. What are your thoughts on this, Kev?
Well, first of all, I can't understand why there isn't just a separate category for DLC of the year. And certainly,
that's what I keep seeing everywhere.
Certainly enough of that bullshit being sold every year. I'm sure there are at least 5 DLCs you can pretend were worth paying for that you can put on this list here. So that
God of War Shadow dropped a DLC this year that was free.
There you go. And so Elden Ring could have had its chance to take a stab at that. Award shows in general are just weird. Like in music, it's really weird because you'll see like artists, up and coming or best new artists, and they will have been making music for 8 years. It's just that nobody fucking knew who they were. So now all of a sudden they're new.
Famous quote, nobody's an overnight success.
Yeah. And then, there's what was it, that song Happy, when it came out, I think won like best new song or something. And it had been released years previously. Like it was just re-released for a movie, and then gets to win a bunch of awards. Yeah. So I don't know. I think awards are kind of dumb. I think award shows in particular are just a way for people to kind of get together and sniff their own farts. But
watch the Oscars.
Yeah. So, but it's still, this to me makes it even worse and just kind of highlights why it's a nothing to me.
I would agree. Yes.
Because the rules will just get bent whenever they're needed to fit whatever. Really, this is just another marketing tool. This is another way to sell more units of these games. And I could not care less. Wouldn't be physically possible.
Yeah, I'm the same way as you. I think award shows are weird. But I look at this and I go, Astrobot, I haven't played it yet. Was an out of left field mega hit. Nobody thought it was going to be anything. Black Myth Wukong sold fucking millions back when it came out. It was crushing it on Steam. Rebirth is, in my opinion, one of the best games I've ever played. I have not played the other 2 games. I don't know anything about them. But then I see Shadow of the Erdtree on there. And although it's a massive expansion and a big game, it is absolutely not a new game. And this screams we're putting it in there because the first game won Game of the Year. And they are going to have a huge problem on their hand if that DLC wins Game of the Year. Because I just said it as like it's a DLC, it's a downloadable content. It is not a new game.
You're welcome, Harles. I had to pause myself to make sure I got it right.
I always say it wrong too.
I used to have a boss that would always say "irregardless," and it was like nails into my ears each time. I'd be like, "That's not a word," and he'd be like, "I don't care." I'm like,
Oh, look, this is correct. You're right. It is 2024. It identifies as a game. You're right. You're right. It can be whatever it wants.
It's its own game. It's not but just make a DLC
Yeah, why not? Cool.
Why would you not want to have one more award in your award show?
Let me see if I can find.
Dummy.
Yeah.
Jeez. I mean, hell, Derek Savage's award show is probably better than this. I mean, God. The 420
Let me
awards.
see if I can find the fine print that was released last week.
We got to make sure we are supporting the 420 awards and its mission to be the 4th biggest Hollywood award show, although it is admittedly run out of Reno. So I don't know how they're gonna do that. But hey, cool cat, saves the kids. Derek Savage, great stuff. If you don't know about it, look it up.
Let me see.
I bet dweeb could do a good award show. Yes, all the awards are an egg of some kind.
Oh my God, we just sent eggs and not hard boiled. They'd have to be hard boiled because we took too long to start live.
Got to do a once a year.
Here we go.
An egg cup.
I mean, this was out. They released the thing below. It says our DLCs, expansion packs, remakes, remasters eligible. They give a whole lot of bullshit.
They have a graphic ready for this.
Yeah, they released a graphic for it. Yeah. And this came out on the 15th. The awards came out. And I mean, it's a good comment. Jeff, you want your Game Award show? Seriously, maybe don't make this change right before nominees are set to be announced. ... And yes, this feels like damage control for Wyatt Elden Ring. Shadow of the Erdtree is about to get a Game of the Year nomination from a show, which it then did. Everybody predicted this.
Wow. You know what? While we're giving Jeff advice, Jeff, if you want people to take you seriously, spell Jeff the right way, okay?
Yeah, like Geoff.
Geoff. What the hell is this? This isn't Lord of the Rings, all right?
Yeah,
Jeff.
come on, man.
Sorry, I don't mean it.
So
make it hard for our foreign friends who are trying to learn English as a first language, Jeff. All right?
Yeah.
Mom, Dad. Jesus.
Egg cup instead of trophies. Non-hard boiled, you have to be careful. We're not sending them in styrofoam packages. We're just sending cartons. So if they get broken transit, you have to deal with it.
You just get your scrambled egg award.
Yeah, it might be a little rotten. It's fine.
Yeah, dumb move. But this is you get what you deserve. You play games.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like you said, there's a little fart sniffing contest here.
It's spelt fine. Okay, so we have the UK to blame for that madness.
Oh, great. Now, fuck.
You know what? That tracks. It sounds like Americans would say, way too many letters there, pal. Came over for Ellis Island. What's your name? Jeff? And how's that spelled? Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. Here, what we're going to do here for you, brother, is a Jeff. Much simpler. All right, welcome to America. I remember. I miss doing it. We did Ellis Island in middle school. Did you have to do that, James? You had to pretend to be a vagrant from Europe, and they walked us through our school, and it was very odd. It's very odd.
No, I have not. No. Kev, I don't know what kind of universe you grew up in.
Dude, the weirdest one, I think.
The dark timeline. I feel like we're in the dark. We're close to the dark timeline.
That's why we got so
Stu
many
says,
problems.
"We're here
Not
every
enough
week."
you guys went through Ellis Island simulations as children. Otherwise,
Yeah, sure, bud.
you might know how to spell Jeff.
Whatever you say, Kev. Whatever you say, bud.
God damn.
This is not an Xbox, by the way.
This is not Xbox.
This is a stream, not an Xbox.
You can watch it on your Xbox, but I don't know how the old subscribe
Dre was
button-
watching on his Xbox. Or the Ellis Island is my last name too.
No. It's
Yeah,
damn
do I got
shame.
I'm trying to find. We're less than 5 minutes away from an hour. So I'm trying to find.
Ooh,
Oh,
we
here we
got
go.
that-
Here's a fun.
the old
I got
4
one.
minutes
Here we go.
stretch.
Here we go. There we go. Got one. Oh, great. Why is
Got
it's going to pop
quotas
up
to
over
meet.
there? On my screen's over here.
I got shipped off by the church. You too, huh? Okay.
Sheesh, computer.
Probably about the same. They just
All
knocked
right.
off an E that didn't need to be there. Probably would have done it ourselves. That's funny.
Bonus topic at the end here because we got to get to an hour.
Overtime.
I don't make the fucking rules.
Stu does.
Is it coming up? Is it showing up on your end?
Not yet. Eric.
There it is.
Yeah, Jude Law. The many hairlines of Jude Law right there. Come on, brother. It's time to come home.
Sherlock Holmes 3 has a new script. Obviously, him and Robert Downey Jr. made 2 Sherlock Holmes movies. And there's a script. When asked about Sherlock Holmes 3, gosh, yeah, that's interesting. The plan has been evolving for many years. It's been now probably nearly 10 years. Let's see here.
Dude,
Oh,
gosh,
your
yeah,
favorite.
that's interesting.
I think there's a new iteration of the script I haven't yet read. How expensive is it? Can we get it made? Are you interested in a Sherlock Holmes 3, Kev?
I think I might be about as interested as Jude Law is. Can you scroll back down to that? What did he say? Gosh, yeah, that's interesting. That is the most I don't give a fuck response you could give. That is a very Midwestern thing right there. What Jude Law did was essentially said, "Oh, bless your heart," when asked that question. Oh, gosh, yeah, that's interesting. Oh, Sherlock Holmes 3, huh? Can't wait. No, I'm not interested. He's clearly not interested. And I'd be surprised if they get Robert Downey Jr. to do it now that he's got all this Marvel money coming in. What does he need to?
What are they going to have to pay him to make this?
Yeah,
$1 billion. These movies obviously didn't make that much. The only Sherlock Holmes I want to see come back is I want to see Benedict Cumberbatch, that version, the BBC version.
You know, I want
Freeman. Give me one last go with the boys.
Give me Sacha Baron, Sacha Cohen. That's who I want as my Sherlock Holmes. Right. With Danny DeVito as Watson. I know what I want.
No, it's British.
See, yeah.
Typical British show of excitement.
We've got conflicting reports. Headbug says no, that's legit. But Harles is with me here. That's what you say when a kid wants to show you something and you just want them out of your face.
Gosh, wow, yeah, very cool.
Wow, that's cool. Go make me another one. It's like that should buy me about 20 minutes.
Run. We got conflicting reports here, and I don't know who to trust. Two of our most valuable members of the dweeb community giving us there's false information out. There's misinformation.
I'll just throw this out here. Jude Law's hairline is exactly what mine would look like if I had the audacity to not shave it. So I'm just saying we might be on the same wavelength here.
We don't like to be too overwhelming with our glee. Cultural differences, I am sure. Gosh, I'm not looking forward to that movie.
I'm torn on it. I don't even remember the second one. Like I remember enjoying the first one. Don't remember the second one at all. So I don't remember.
There's a carriage in it. I remember there was a carriage in it
for a trilogy. I will say this: Sherlock Holmes, probably one of my first favorite series. You know, like growing up, it probably went like Hardy Boys, Hardy Brothers, or whatever. The Boxcar Children, and then Sherlock Holmes. Like I was into child-friendly detective stories from an early age. So I will always have a soft spot. No matter how bad it is, I'll probably eventually watch it, because for me, Sherlock Holmes is like a Batman level character. If it's in there, I just probably want to know about it. He was Pulp too. That is dope. Okay. I didn't even think about that, because I just have them all as like the collections of the stories. I didn't even think about that, but that makes perfect sense. That is cool. That is awesome. Okay. Readers kept bugging about it. That is nice.
Yeah, we're mad. But what we're not mad about is we made it to another hour long show. Shout out everyone in the chat. Harls, Bedbug, Kangaloope. I gotta scroll. Shadow was in there.
Shadow.
Johnny was in there early. John was in there early. Appreciate you guys. You make it fun.
That's right.
Dre in there. Hell yeah.
Yeah, Mondre. That's right. Yep. You died here long enough to become Sherlock Holmes.
That's a great one. Yep. Well played.
Oh, thank you, Mondre. Dude's just been casually playing zombies, and then just comes in and just drops a banger on the way out. I love it.
As we're walking out the door.
Yes.
That is great. Kev, outside of here, where can these people find you at, my friend?
Ooh, you can find us on Thursdays at 7 p.m. talking football and basketball over on Bite Size Sports. Go check that out. If you want to know my opinion on the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson fight, as well as what happened at UFC 309, you can go check that out. Went live yesterday to talk about it. Speaking of, you can also find me over on Carnage Media, where we've got some more pay-per-views and free events coming soon. Get all your kickboxing, MMA, and boxing needs over there at Carnage Media PPV. Really looking forward to calling my next event. Other than that, new videos coming soon. Uzumaki, wrapping up the Penguin, all that stuff we talked about earlier in the show. And James, where else do they find us here?
Catch us here every Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern, talking our favorite entertainment stories of the week. We are live every Wednesday, 9 p.m. on Han Shot First. We are finishing up Rebels this week, the last 2 episodes of season 2. And then we're going to pop in next week. We'll start our Skeleton Crew preview. Next week will be a Tuesday show. Check out my review of the first act of Arcane. Very good. Going to watch Act 2. I will go live this week with Act 2, probably Thursday at 6 is what it is looking like right now.
Oh, nice.
And then
I know somebody else who's watching Arcane right now. Very interesting. Very interesting.
It's Headbug. Headbug is actually watching Arcane with me. Headbug, we appreciate you. Good night. Thank you, guys. Please like, subscribe, share. We are at 151. Again, thank you to everybody that was here, joined us. We will be back live this Wednesday, 9 p.m., finishing up Rebels. Till then, folks, we will see you.